white walls and faint scent of bleach. We've been rolling out biscuit dough, scrubbing salt into cast iron, and sneaking spoonfuls of strawberry moonshine jam from the time we could barely see over the counter. So I know what Gran is thinking. Standing here next to the fan could be construed as idleness, something she cannot abide, even if it's only June and already 90 degrees in the shade. A bead of sweat slides down the back of my neck, drawn out by the humidity that's been hunkered down around the base of the mountains for weeks now. I once read that there's a correlation between an increase in temperature and in brutality, that hotter summers are violent ones. I don't know if that's true, but with the way the air sits now, thick and heavy, everyone's temper seems set to boil. At the back of the kitchen, Rowan, my older sister by 11 months, lifts the metal handle of the commercial dishwasher, releasing a cloud of steam that plasters her dark hair against her pretty face. All four of us sisters have long dark hair, bright blue eyes, and rosy full lips, but Rowan has the darkest and the bluest and the fullest. Yet she wears her beauty like armor to keep others from getting too close. A rose with sharpened thorns. Her shirt lifts as she reaches up to put some glasses away on a high shelf, just enough to expose a few lines of the black ink that slithers and curls along her hip. It was Mama's discovery of the snake tattoo that relegated Rowan to dish duty all summer. And much as I'd like to avoid the dining room, I don't envy her. It's the hottest job in the kitchen. Sorrel, our eldest sister, shoves through the swinging door, a tray piled high with dirty dishes on one shoulder. She rushes past me toward the dishwashing station as Rowan turns, likely unable to hear Sorrel's approach over the rattle of the high-pressure wash cycle. They collide with a clatter, and the entire tray tips backward. Plates and glasses clang against each other, and all I can do is watch, waiting for everything to come crashing down. Yet somehow, at the last possible second, Sorrel manages to right it. She lets out a slow breath of relief just as a single steak knife, teetering on the edge, topples over the side. It lands on its point with a sharp thunk, quivering as it sticks straight up from the floorboards. "Knife fell," Mama warns from her station, pausing and drawing her own serrated blade through the green skin of a tomato. "Trouble's coming," Gran finishes the old bit of folk wisdom with a glance toward the window. The skies have gone a sickly shade of green as storm clouds gather strength over the mountains. It may sound like superstitious nonsense, but this is the true James family legacy. For as long as I can remember, in the evenings, long after the last customer had gone home, we'd write our wishes in white ink on bay leaves, crushing them between our fingers and releasing them to the wind over and over until all the air around us was scented with their bitter green bite. We learned special words, never to be written down, that must be said in one whispered breath. We watched as burns from hot pans disappeared clean off the skin with little more than Gran's gentle murmur of a few of those words. "Watch yourself," Sorrel snaps at Rowan as she bends to slide the tray off her shoulder and onto the counter. Then she spins to glare at me. "And thanks for just standing there, Linden, as usual." It's snakebite quick, and by the time I feel the sting, she's already turning away. We've always been close. 4 sisters born in as many years meant we had to be. But now that Sorrel is back from college, everything feels different. The first James girl ever to go, it's like she doesn't quite fit in the same space she left behind. Mama wipes her hands on the dish towel tucked into the apron strings around her waist, then sets 2 final plates on a large tray. "Order's up," she tells me with a nod toward the dining room. No amount of wishing on bay leaves will get me out of work. I glance once more at the knife in the floor before pushing